Hello Ace, this is RetroTK2 and today we're back making our Pokémon Rom Hack. Last time we, of course, went in and created a very basic script that did a hello world. This is another RetroTK2 Pokémon tutorial actually, and we even have the message boxes that does absolutely nothing since we need to implement if statements. Today, what I want to do instead is of going and implementing those said if statements, is I kind of want to look through and see what sort of scripts we could implement. I really do want to get to a point, oops, certainly did not want to do that anyway. Yes, let's do the eyedropper and let's go and select that and do that. I want to do it, make it so that we research some of the actual scripts, because I really want to find out the way that the actual Safari Zone is implemented. So any of you that don't know, I'll tell you what, actually, I think that we can make it so that we go straight to the Safari Zone like so. I'm trying to think of ways that I can game this, but I'm not actually 100% sure what ways to do it. I mean, of course, we can get ourselves, you know, actually inside the Safari Zone, but I do actually want to make it so that we can get it so that we actually set the correct parameters for the Safari Zone. I suppose we can do that now. Yeah. Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here, and then we're going to go and have a look at the actual script for the Safari Zone. So if I open up the script for the Safari Zone, you'll see that we get the message box. Okay, so if you actually go to the message box, and if the message box is equal to, then you go to the here. Okay, so the message box is there. I'm trying to get it so that, okay, so welcome to the Safari Zone. Okay, no message close. Okay, look right delayed. Okay, so if we compare and last result is equal to yes, then jump to here. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for, yes. So let's go to there. Okay. So this is the main bulk of the actual check money. It'll go down through and check everything. And I believe that this is the Safari Zone one that we want. So let's try and do warp. See, I'm worried that warp might be doing something else, something more funky, because it's going to try and actually warp us away to a different thing. And I don't really want that to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go and copy this and pray. Yes, I am going to pray, essentially, is what I am going to do. So what I want to do now is go and create a new script, I believe, in PKSV. Okay, here we go, and I need to put in my dynamic offset. So dynamic again, dynamic 0x800,000, isn't that right? It's kind of been a while since I've done this here, yes. ORG, do the at, again, the at symbol, and have it as a start. And in here we can now put in our stuff. So what I want to do is lock the player in place, release the player whenever we've all finished, and end whenever we're done, like so. So if I set that, and I believe that then if I warp after doing this, I don't actually think the lock and the release is necessary, but this should hopefully all work. So if I open up our ROM now file and open ROM, add in Pokemon Fire Red version. Okay, I believe that's correct. Compile this. Not 100% sure what's going on here at the minute. Is test. Are you working? Okay. You're actually going to try and do a fake compile and debug. Okay, yes, I am not entirely sure what has happened here. I believe that it is completely crashed and burned on me. So if I open up this now, can I compile this? Unless I've completely messed up my dynamic offset is, which is very possible. Okay, let's have a little look at this one. It's probably a good idea actually for me to set up the open with now, because let's face it, it's going to become a pain if I don't do this. So look for another program, and then we want to just go straight to, okay, I'm going to copy this one instead. Go into here, look for more apps, look on another app on my computer, which is, of course, is going to be somewhere near here. Yep. Programs, script editor, PKSV, PKSV EXT, and there we go. Always use this one, and there we go. We're straight in, like so. Interesting that I don't actually get the dynamic offset, yes, which kind of makes sense, I suppose, because, well, that one has an actual offset, which is correct. Okay, so why is this not working for me? Yes. Unless it isn't working and I'm just being a complete and utter fool, which, let's be honest, is very, very possible. Okay, Pokemon Rom Hack. Okay, hacks, and then what should we do this? Okay, Safari initiated in it, we'll say. Leave it like so. Safari initiated. Okay, let's have a little look at this again. Pokemon, open ROM. Yes, please open this ROM. You see, as you can see, it struggles with this, or is it just loading it in? Is that what's happening? Decompile. Jeez. Compile. Okay, here we go. Finally. So maybe I just guess I messed up. Let's be honest, yes, it was definitely retro messing up. Okay, so now I'm going to put in this offset. And I'm going to do that at our Pewter City gym. No, sorry, at our Brock's Den 6-8. And we're going to do it up here. I kind of want to make it so that we move these closer together. So I'm going to move that one there. And that is, I assume, yeah, okay. So that's going to be our sprites. And here is where I want to put our offset. Here, like so. Not entirely sure. I hate this. Yes. Okay, that should all hopefully work. And then we want to warp to the Safari zone straight afterwards. So yes, please save those changes. And we want to go to here, I believe. Yes. Okay, so we want to warp to, let's say warp number 1 of 163. Okay, warp number 1 of 163. Already, yes, I'm really noticing that I need to make it so that there's a better way of doing this. I really hate the fact that I don't like the fact that I have to. There's an awful lot of faff going around. We'll say, yes, let's put it that way. I'm not exactly in love with this having to go in here and do all this, and yeah, it's okay, but it's not exactly where I want to be. So let's have a little double check and make sure that this all works. Hopefully it doesn't crash the entire game whenever we go and click on this thing. Okay. And then hopefully if we go into the Safari zone, we'll be able to see, hey. So as you can see, whenever I take a walk, we have this countdown meter, I kind of want to say. And this countdown meter is going to, well, okay, obviously count the stuff down, but it only counts it down whenever I start walking. So okay, yes, what I'm going to do is probably speed up this section of the game as quickly as possible, because let's face it, nobody wants to see me doing 500 steps. But what they have is these things called level scripts. Now level scripts are pretty cool because pretty much whenever you enter a new area, like the way you've seen it come up there with the actual Safari entrance, with the actual, I kind of want to say, with the actual picture of the Safari zone, we can have it so that our scripts, whenever we enter into the said areas, we can have it check certain parameters, certain flags, and then we can make it run different scripts based on that. So you can take away certain players if they need to be removed. I suppose the best case of that would be in Saffron City, whenever the actual Team Rocket grunts are blocking certain doors. I think to the gym actually, some of them block the doors. Then you can have your script check to see if the players completed a certain piece of progress in the game, and then go through all that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yes. We can also have it that whenever the player opens the actual menu, then that's whenever they will go through, and it can actually do another script whenever a specific script whenever the actual player checks the menu. Now this here one I'm not so sure about, because what's happening is that I'm just going up and down the actual map, and at some point it will actually go bing bong or whatever, now time to exit the Safari zone, your game is essentially over, and I'm just waiting for that right now. So this is what I kind of want to use for our Brock Ace. Whenever Brock is running around doing all his other side missions, I want it to be that there's a actual steps counter going on constantly within the game that will pretty much, I kind of want to say that will tick down, and over time at some point it'll go, oh, exactly like this here is, where we'll come up with something like ding dong, new challenger has approached the gym, make sure you get back there in whatever 30 steps or less. Then we'll reset the timer and go from 30 steps instead. And equally we can do certain other things, but I'm not sure how to tap into this actual how to tap into that GUI with the actual Safari Zone, and I'm certainly not sure how it's actually able to tick over the timer. I'm not sure how it's doing that either. Maybe there's just some way it does it by itself. So like now, if I actually, you know, go and press start, you'll see that the actual Safari timer is completely disappeared, and yeah, it's pretty much gone, Ace. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So I actually kind of want to check to see, maybe is it inside the Safari Zone that it does this? Maybe is it actually on the Safari Zone level that it would do this? So I kind of want to see what happens if I just go into the Safari Zone without any sort of thing, any sort of planning. Press start. Look, as you can see, we don't even get the thing set. So there's definitely something happening with the actual Safari Zone. I kind of really want to see what happens if I just... So the Safari Zone's weird. It's basically the way it works is that the timer will end if you don't have any balls, and also if you don't have any steps. So here we have, yeah, we're actually getting into a Pokemon battle, and we can't escape. Hey, is that a Pokemon? Okay, so the game just absolutely just dies. As you would kind of hope it would, I suppose. And then we go back home to our mum. Okay, fair enough. Let's go back in. So what actually is meant to happen is it's meant to initiate the Safari game. So I wonder, okay, so let's experiment here. I want to see if I go into a different area, I want to check to see if the Safari Zone itself is the thing that is checking this stuff. Or if I went into something like Fuchsia City, we'll go into Fuchsia City. Let's double check Fuchsia City. So we'll go to Fuchsia City here, and we'll come out of this guy's house. Okay, number 3 for Fuchsia City. And I want to see if we're actually inside the Safari Zone while we do this. Because if we are, then that would... I don't know whether that says that it's a really bad thing or a good thing. I don't know whether we're going to have to just be in the Safari Zone minigame in order to do this actual thing is, but yeah, we might have to. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I kind of want it to be that we can implement our own one and just control the actual GUI of that, and you know, leave it at that. But well, you never really know with these ROM hacks. So let's have a little look here. Okay, let's go and initiate the Safari game. Probably actually should. Okay, I probably should actually make it so that... Hey, look at this, Ace. Okay, so we are in the Safari game. Right. I don't really know what to make of that, Ace, because then that kind of means that... Okay. I don't really know where this code is getting executed from. I don't know if every single level has the Safari minigame encoded into it. I mean, as you can see, we are pretty much wiping this down. How do I go quicker, Ace? I kind of don't want to get into any of these battles. And okay, so I'm going to try and make this go a little bit quicker, Ace, because, well, you know me. 4x? Oh, okay, oops, I'm an idiot. Okay, so there we go at 200% speed. We'll be done in no time, yes, we'll be done in no time. So as we go down through here, I'm just wondering what's going to happen. I think I already know what's going to happen. It's going to take us straight back to the Safari Zone, as you would sort of expect it to. kind of don't really want to go into a different transition between certain maps, just in case that might affect it. This isn't the worst thing in the world, Ace, I suppose. Unless there's a way to actually reset. See, I kind of want to tap into this timer as well, Ace, because I kind of want to, you know, see at certain intervals that, you know, whenever we go into this, I also want to, you know, maybe even make the actual max, what it's out of, the maximum amount of steps. I want to see if I can actually increase that as well. There's an awful lot of things I want to do here, Ace. But it could be something that it's just completely out of my control. But you know, I'll do some more research into it, I think, Ace, and I think it could be pretty cool. So this is pretty much the way you code, Ace. Whenever you're deving, especially whenever you're doing a ROM hack and you don't actually know what you're meant to be doing. This is, it's pretty much all debugging, they call it spiking in the Agile world, I believe. Where you just test to see what certain things do, and based on those tests, then go through and, well, yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I've actually made this frame skid. Okay, no throttle. So, okay, well that was meant to make me feel less confused, Ace, but I think it's actually made me a lot more confused. So let's have a look at our script again here. So we go into special. Okay, let's try it without special var. And let's see if we can compile this. And that has gone to the correct one. Good, good, good. Don't worry about saving it, of course. Save this though, and then go back in. So now if we do this, I wonder what happens now. What's special mean? I'm not sure what special is. It could be that this is the thing that displays the GUI. Oh wow, okay, so special, that's not right, there's no way that's right. Oh, retire, okay. Oh, okay. I don't think that's correct, surely. No, it did, okay, special. So, I tell you what, let's turn this off. Oops, keep forgetting about that. Compile this one. Okay, and then we save this and then go back into the game. So now I guess what I'm expecting to see is that I'll click on the Pokeball and we'll just be warped to Future City. The actual Safari Zone won't matter at all. Oh, okay. No! Huh. Okay, so it is, the special does seem to control it. But then why does set var matter here then on the other one? Let's try it without set var then, Ace. Again, see what I mean? Whenever I'm talking about just hitting and hoping, pretty much a lot of the time you're just guessing. I mean, really, like, is it this one? No, let's try this special here and go for it, and let's compile. Good job. I'm kind of getting into the rhythm of this a little bit more, Ace. I mean, I'm still god-awful, but a little bit better. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is, because this is an absolute pain, I'm going to make it so that we are closer to our markers. And that, of course, means that I need to do the eyedropper on this. Oh, my goodness. Right there. Yep. Oh, what a disaster it is. Okay, so then we go into events, and with any luck, that should hopefully all sort of work. And now we should hopefully be closer. Yes, we are. Good. Saves me having to go all the way up. Yes, and doing that. So now if I pause the game, okay, so what does that mean? See, now I'm so confused, this. Okay, so we found out a ton of information there. We found out that the actual Safari Zone is its own special mini game, which of course was no big surprise. But I want to go away and I'm going to check off screen how you can actually control that GUI, the Safari Zone GUI, whether or not it actually can be controlled, and whether or not we can set up our own specific Safari game that will allow us to go and manipulate the game in our own sort of specific way, so that we can allow Brock to be, or our gym leader to be informed about trainers that are at the gym. We can take away money whenever for the actual upkeep of the gym and all that other stuff. Just essentially, I want a timer in the game, and it would be cool if we could actually have like multiple timers going down and being able to use that actual GUI. I don't think we're going to get that functionality, but hey, why not remain optimistic? So not exactly a whole lot of work done today, but enough to make progress, yes, and that is what I want to do. So yeah, rate, comment, and subscribe, yes. I hope you're enjoying this series again, and I know it is a little bit slow, especially since I don't actually know what I'm doing at the time. But this exploratory stuff, I mean, this is essentially what development is. This hopefully will give you a good insight into that. You can email me at retro2k2@gmail.com if you have any information about this Safari conundrum. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.